If you're not using your free will, trust it that an energy is going to come along and make your free will choices for you, but you are still accountable for that because you allowed that to happen. When you've come onto earth, you're in contract with your soul, your higher self. And your higher self has goals here. And when you don't stick to the goals, then your higher self will begin to create lessons and plans and experiences to see if you kind of knock out of it and get back into place. But your soul can't make you do anything. At the end of the day, when you are here, that's what free will is all about. It is literally your free will. What are you going to do with your meat body, with your human body? What are you going to do with that, right? When you don't have an exact plan, then that's where all these lessons and things begin to come in, because it's trying to help you see the plan. Some people have these lessons and experiences come in and they don't know what to do with it. They get overwhelmed and they kind of shut down. But the point isn't for you to shut down. The point is for you, with your free will, you can shut down and run from situations. But the truth, the point is you want to grow. That is what you're here for. So you can stop reincarnating and stop redoing this over and over again. The whole point is everybody is to be ascending, including Earth. When you come on here, your memory is pretty much wiped out. You don't remember that there's so much more out there. So we really just kind of tune into exactly what's happening on Earth. And some people move towards more actually paying attention to society's points of views and doing things society's way. And some people are just kind of clocked out of it all. And then you have the few that are realizing, wait a minute, there's more to all of this. There's the balance to all of this. We got to figure this out. We need to discuss these things. And that's what we're starting to see here on Earth. It is humanity awakening. Humanity is awakening from all the people that are using their free will to be brighter selves, to follow their true ascension path. My ascension path is not the same exact a passage as yours, nor the next person next to you. Everybody has their own ascension path. Everybody's in a different stage. None of us are in the same exact spot. What we're understanding is we are all one collective, and a lot of us are wanting to grow, and that's what matters. It doesn't matter how you're growing, as long as it's a healthy, positive, happy way, then you are growing. That's beautiful. That's all your soul's asking for, because you become a light pillar when you do that. You become an energy that universe is able to grab onto, and it helps awaken and spread the light towards others without you even needing to say anything, because you are becoming a light pillar. You are becoming an energy that when certain people are around you and they're in that stage of their life where they're ready to grow or change or do things that their soul is trying to call them out to do, that energy of yours kind of vibrates off to them. And then in their own way, it may not be that they realize it was from you, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We don't need to do this whole, it's not a popularity contest of who can awaken the most. It's the fact of we just need to awaken. We need to begin to realize these things so we can all have a better standpoint with society and create Earth in a much more better, happier place. Will there always be a version of Earth that a lot of people, that some of us don't agree with? Will there always be a version of Earth that is negative, so to say? Yes, there will. That's never going to end. It's how it is. It's not about that version, though. If you've jumped into the new version, if you've jumped into the other side where, yes, you realize there's struggles, but you can make it through those struggles, when you come to that side, that's what matters. And you want to bring people from, if they're on a negative standpoint, you want to bring them to that positive standpoint on Earth. Yes, Earth is going to continue. Yes, things can continue to be spread off in a negative way when it comes to media, when it comes to abuse, when it comes to all those things that tend to happen when you have a lot of human beings in one area. When you have any species in one area, you're going to have people that still continue violence. You're going to have an energy like that. But the point is for us to move more people to the positive end of it versus them just saying, oh, the world is just meant to be negative. It's not. It's really not. That's going to stay there because that energy is always there. But the more we can move to the positive side, the better for the entire planet, the better for the ascension process, the better for ourselves, for when we pass away and we continue, because we will continue. And if you don't realize that you're going to continue, you're going to come back and you're going to keep redoing this. And Earth is in no rush, because every time then if you try again, that's great. It's another opportunity for Earth to have a light pillar. It's a never ending cycle there. But if you want to move on, if you want to connect and and ascend and collect with your soul purpose, with your soul, with your higher selves, with your Reiki, with all those other parts that are to be continued, then you have to do what's right here. Even not that you have to be like the best of the best on here. You just need to be the best version of yourself. What makes you truly happy? What makes you motivated? What gives you that feeling of God? What is that gives you that feeling of happiness, of truth? Like that's it. That's all you need. It doesn't mean you have to be the next millionaire. All it means is like what makes you happy. Don't make yourself stagnant. Don't get yourself stuck. Don't confuse happiness with just being like no growth. Happiness always comes with growth. Like there's always struggle in between, but you'll find your true happiness when you go through all those struggles. It's a growth process that brings you your true happiness, that brings you closer to your soul, because you don't want to be young and just kind of stop because you're like, okay, well, I'm comfortable here. That's it. I'm ending the game here. Like I'm just going to live like this till I pass away. I mean, we're talking about 60, 30, 40, 50 more years of life. You don't want to sit back and just watch it. You want to go through struggles to help you grow experiences, and then you can relate to others. And then later you can help others if they ask for assistance. Something will come and manipulate your free will if you don't realize you have free will. Something will make you think that this is all there is and there's nothing more for you because it wants your energy. We are energy work. We are energy work, no matter what. That is how it works. Even if you decide to drop out and not play the game, that's an energy that you've decided to jump into. It is energy work. When you're being mean, when you're being nice, when you're being friendly, when you're being rude, that is energy work that you're putting on yourself. It has nothing to do with that individual. It has everything to do with you. So you want to be careful with the games you're playing here. Even if you decide, oh, I'm dropping out, I don't want to play this anyways, like I'm just going to play it simple. I mean, just imagine you could play it simple, of course, but again, you don't want to have a life where it's just like you didn't do so much more for yourself because you deserve more. Everybody deserves more, but you get that more from your free will actions, from what you do, from what you create, who you talk to, how you move, everything you do, how you feel. All of that is energy work. All of that is part of free will. The more and more and more you take those choices and you do the better things, the more you play with your free will and realize this is energy work. I can do things with this. And not only does it bring beautiful things to your life, it will bring beautiful things to others' lives. And it takes a lot of strength. It takes so much strength to choose the right thing to do, because sometimes we want to lash out and sometimes possibly create havoc because we're upset or whatever. But when you choose the right thing to do and move through your feelings, move through your emotions, move through your thoughts, when you do all of that, it's energy work and it will come back tenfold, and you will feel so much more at peace with yourself and much more confident in the choices you make and what you do, because it's going to get you somewhere. You're playing with energy. It's going to get you somewhere, and you're doing it in a beautiful way because you're choosing growth for humanity, for Earth, for your neighbors, for the community, for your everyday life, for everything, for the children to come, for the generations to come, all of that. So it's a ripple effect. You drop a little rock in the water and it ripples out. It's the same thing. You're that drop. And when you dropped, you create a ripple effect. We all do. And that's what we need to look forward to. That's what we need to work towards. That's what everybody's allowed to have light energy. Everybody's allowed to have a freaking glow when you see them, because everybody deserves it, and that's what we need to get on. Use your free will to create those right choices, because again, if not, others will come in and manipulate your free will. That's not something you want, You're here for the experience, so make it happen. Don't be scared to move forward and learn. Don't be scared and think like, well, it's for the others. It's for others to grab because I can't do it. Of course you can. You can do anything you set your mind to. Will it take time? Will it be frustrating? Possibly. But if we can learn to move through those frustrations, move through those moments where you feel overwhelmed with it, because there's grass is greener on that side for yourself. Now that you look at somebody else and say, hey, their grass is green over there. No, look at your grass. Like, worry about your grass. And if you can add more substance to your grass to make it greener, to make it brighter, to make it better for yourself, for your lawn, for your house, then that's what you focus on. It's not to even compete with the next. You want everybody's grass to be green, because then when it comes to those that are trying to manipulate, you're like, look at all our grass is green and you can't do nothing about it, because this is what we choose. We are not running. This is not fear. You don't want to bow down to these to this manipulation that's occurred. And it's heavy because we got media, we've got news, we've got people that are misinformed, you have people that aren't learning more for themselves and they cap themselves, and then you're trying to get them to see and awaken. And there's so much at play, you know, there is really so much at play. Every single one of us has a spot in this to help others awaken, and you do that in your own way for what feels right for you. For me, it feels right. I create videos and I spread my message because that's what feels right for me. This is what I feel called to do. Somebody else might feel called to do it in a different way. It can be in an artistic way. It can be, as long as it's spreading light and as long as it's spreading inspiration to move others forward, because that is what we're here for. You are here in contract with your soul. As long as you're using your free will to do the right things, you will get to where you are trying to go, because God will make sure of that. So much love to everybody. Keep doing everything you got to do to get to where you got to go, because you are the only one that can save yourself. Sending so much love to everybody, and I'll talk to you guys very, very soon. Don't forget to use your free will because it's super, super important. Much love.